The quickest way to get funded is an asset-based loan and a cash flow-based loan. Let me explain. Get somebody to lend you a loan, like lend you some money for the act to buy a business. So you can actually own a business that somebody else owns by getting somebody to lend you money, and the money that they're lending you is based on the assets the business has. So find a business with a lot of equipment, a lot of real estate, or a lot of heavy gear that is worth something. And then, based on the value of all the equipment, you can get somebody to lend you a portion of that value. So this is called an asset-based lender. When you get an asset-based lender, the next step is to get a second type of lender. You can get a loan from so many places. Once you have the assets that you're lent to, you can get a loan based on the cash flow of the business. So if you have a business that's generating cash flow, you can get a loan based on that. If you have a business that's generating, moderate cash flow, it's going to be tough. But if it's highly profitable, it'll be best. You can also find a loan from the person who's selling the business. So if somebody's selling the business, they can lend you the money from the future cash flows of that business. So they can actually lend you the money and then charge an interest rate. So you can find a loan from all these three people at once, and that can cover more than 100% of the value of the business. That's why when you're looking to buy a business and raise equity or raise money to buy a business that has good assets. So for example, don't use like a company with weak assets like, a glass company or something like that, because glass can break and the value of the glass may not be very high. Use heavy equipment, trucking, EV real estate. If you're looking for cash flow, make sure that it's profitable. Because now the interest rates are dropping. Make sure that's profitable, because if it's profitable, then you can put yourself in a position to get better rates for the loans that you get. And then find an amicable seller. So don't find sellers that are difficult to work with. Work with easy to work with sellers so that you don't have trouble and you don't have to beg them and, do everything you can to get them to agree with you. And then the last little known bonus is if you've tried everything and it's not enough, partner with people that have good credit or have good credit yourself. The greater your net worth, the greater you can just get a loan personally. And if you get a loan personally, you can get a fourth type of loan which can enable you to qualify for financing. So you can get 100% plus more of the value of the business you want to buy. And so if you apply all of these, then you can easily acquire a business using other people's money. And with this, if there's something that you'd like to do, or you want a team to help you legally prepare to do this, and financially get the financial projections ready, because now the interest rates are low. Make sure you head to raises.com to learn more, and we'll see you in the next one.